Hello everyone, today I'm going to be exploring some iconic eats around the LA area with my aunt. First, we're going to be stopping by the Donut Man for their famous strawberry-filled donuts, and then we're going to have lunch at the original Tommy Burger. For dinner, I'm going to be having takeout at my aunt's house from Imperial Garden, which is an American Chinese restaurant, and I've been going there for over 12 years. Honestly, I can't think of a single time I've seen my aunt without going to Imperial Garden at least once. Let's head over to the Donut Man now to meet my aunt, and I'm also really excited about that strawberry-filled donut. They're fresh strawberries. I just arrived at the Donut Man, and the smell is intoxicating. They are open 24 hours a day, and they're constantly making donuts, so it smells amazing here. Today is right in the middle of peach season, so they don't have strawberry donuts, and instead they have fresh peach donuts. And I'm actually okay with that because I prefer peaches to strawberries. Now I'm going to take our donuts back to the Airbnb to try them because they are going to be very messy. I just got back at the Airbnb and I'm here with the peach donuts and with my aunt.
And we're just about to try them.
I know, these look so delicious. We are going to be eating these donuts with a fork and a knife because they're very messy, aren't they?
And sticky. This will be a lot easier.
I know. This is a glazed donut stuffed with fresh peaches. And I don't know about you, but I love fresh peaches.
Me too.
I know, they're such a delicious summertime treat. Let's give this a taste.
It's really good. I really am enjoying the soft, fluffy lightness of the donut and the sweet freshness of the peach inside. It's really good.
I love the donut as well. It's so light and fluffy and it's not overly greasy, and the peaches definitely taste like they're at the peak of their ripeness. They're so sweet, and the glaze on there really complements the peaches without being too overwhelming. You really do enjoy that fresh fruit flavor, don't you?
Very good.
The best thing about these donuts is they're not overly sweet.
Exactly, just
so
right.
You can eat a whole donut and it won't be too much. They're really known for their strawberry donut, but I'm happy that we got these peach donuts because they only have them 2 or 3 weeks of the entire year, so I think it's really lucky that we got to try these.
Exactly.
If you're visiting the Donut Man around the end of July, definitely try their peach donuts. I actually think they might be better than their strawberry, but now I'm gonna have to go back for their strawberry donut. Now we're gonna be getting takeout from the famous Tommy Burgers. I'm going to be heading to the original location, which is at the corner of Beverly and Rampart. We're back from Tommy Burgers now, and this just looks massive. These are some pretty large burgers, aren't they?
And they're really good.
I know. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's see how this is. It's just falling out with chili. I'm really excited about this. I actually really like these patties. They're nice and thin. They almost kind of remind me of an In-N-Out patty.
Yeah.
They're not overly greasy.
Right.
And you have the chili, which is really thick and meaty, and that actually goes really well. And I know you got yours without cheese, but actually I think I kind of like the cheese because it adds a little bit more richness.
It is good.
But I think it's a personal preference thing, but it's really good burger.
It's really good. Very good.
Yeah, everything about this burger is amazing.
One of Kelly's friends got married in Arizona, and he asked us to bring him a Tommy Burger from LA, and we're like, oh, it's gonna be so soggy and gross by the time it gets to Arizona. He's like, I don't care, put it in ice chest, bring it to me. So we drove 6 hours, brought him the Tommy Burger.
Wow.
He got there, and it was soggy, but he took off the bun heated it up and ate it, and he was so happy.
Wow, what a story.
Because they're good, but you can't always get them anywhere else, so it's like,
Yeah, only in LA. This was not originally on my list, but my aunt told me that this is a really iconic place and that you have to go here if you're trying food in LA. And I'm actually really happy I did, because I've never had a chili burger before, and these are really delicious.
You've never had a chili burger
No,
before?
I haven't.
Wow.
So this is my first experience.
Good,
I'm really happy with this.
It's one of those, it is an iconic thing.
Yeah.
So, it was good. Great memories from Tommy's. In college, we used to go and drive in the middle of the night, because they're open 24 hours. So we go in the middle of the night to have a Tommy burger. And if you ordered a Tommy burger without chili, the guy would yell at you and say, nope, no burger for you. Go across the street where you can get a burger. We're not serving it without chili. So I never did that. I always ordered with chili, but it's better with chili anyway. And we'd eat so much. My husband's, that boyfriend at the time, roommate would say, you have hollow legs? How are you eating all this? But it's really good.
At first, my dad was pretty skeptical about Tommy's. He didn't think that highly of it. He wasn't sure how it would be, but he actually had his burger and really enjoyed it. So if you're considering Tommy's, definitely stop by there. You won't be disappointed, will you?
I agree. We recommend going to the original Tommy's in downtown LA on Beverly and Rampart. The Tommy burger is really good, but we find the quality is the best of the original one in downtown LA.
Well, thank you again for the recommendation of Tommy Burger, because I was really happy with this. This was my first Tommy Burger experience, and I'll definitely be going back if I'm in LA again.
I'm so glad you did.
Now I'm going to be heading to my aunt's house for dinner, and it's going to be a little bit of a drive since she lives in Oak Park, which is around an hour away. I just stopped by Imperial Garden to pick up dinner. What makes Imperial Garden really special to me is it was my grandparents' favorite restaurant, and every time I visited them, we enjoyed dinner here. Every time we ate here, my mom, grandpa, and aunt would all fight over the bill, but my mom usually ended up winning. Normally we eat dinner here, but we're going to be bringing it to my aunt's house now. I just got here at my aunt's house, and the cool story is we met the owner, and he actually helped us bring out our food to the car, and he recognized our order because that's what we used to always get. At Imperial Garden, we'd always start off the meal with these fried wontons, and these were one of my grandpa's favorite items, and one of my cousins, Joshua, also loves these as well. And these are just little crispy bites of heaven. These fried wonton skins are so addicting. They're a little bit salty on the outside, and they're not overly greasy, and they're really crispy and crunchy. These honestly kind of make me hungrier, and they really get you to want to try all the other food. Every time we ate at Imperial Garden, we'd also get the hot and sour soup. And in the Imperial Garden, I love their hot and sour soup. It's not too sour or spicy, and I love just the little chunks of tofu, and it's really comforting, even though it's a warm day today. Another one of my grandpa's favorite items was the bok choy with black mushrooms, because he loved vegetables. And I love that their bok choy is cooked perfectly. It's still nice and crunchy and light, even though it's takeout. And I love their thick and comforting brown sauce with little bits of garlic, and their mushrooms are delicious as well. The mushrooms really soak up the sauce and they go great with the bok choy. Overall, this is actually really good for a vegetable dish. One of our all-time favorites is the dried sauteed string beans, and one thing I love about these is they put little bits of meat in here, which add a little bit of extra flavor. And you know, one thing that I already noticed right off the bat is this is a lot more spicy than I remember, but I actually kind of like that. You almost have a chili pepper sort of gingery flavor. You have the little bits of meat to add some juiciness, and I actually really like this a little bit more spicy, because that's really my type of style for green beans. Another item that we'd often get is the fish topped with black bean sauce, but this time it looks a little bit different because they have some onions and bell peppers, so I'm curious to see how this is going to be different. If you don't eat it with the onions and bell peppers, it tastes exactly the same. In the past, they just used to serve the fish with a little bit of black bean sauce, and I love that. The black bean sauce is a perfect saltiness, and I love the fish. It's so tender and flaky. The only thing is that it's not crispy since I didn't get it at the restaurant, but it's still really good. Oh my gosh, this is heaven. Another item that's unexpectedly delicious is the cashew nut chicken. What I really like about their cashew nut chicken is that instead of a white sauce, they use a brown sauce, so it's a lot more rich in flavor. And I also love the taste of the celery because there's little bits of celery. They really add a nice fragrance. You have the crunch from the cashews. I know a lot of you might not think cashew chicken is very special, but this cashew chicken is outstanding. Next, I'm going to be trying the clay pot tofu, and this was my grandpa's favorite dish, and it's also my favorite dish as well. Everything about this is delicious. I love this. The silky smooth tofu with the contrast between a sauce that's a little bit gingery but very flavorful. And I love the chunks of black beans that add a little bit more savoriness and almost like an umami flavor. And this is so delicious. Next, I'm going to be trying the chicken soft noodles, and this is my aunt's favorite dish. This is delicious as well. The noodles have the perfect soft and chewy texture. You have little bits of tender chicken in there, and I like this also not overly salty. And honestly, I love any noodle dish. And finally, I'm going to be trying my cousin Matthew's favorite dish, which is the house fried rice. This house fried rice is amazing. For me, I actually find it hard to find a good fried rice that I like, but this is perfect. The rice is perfectly cooked, it's not too soft or wet, and it's not too dry either. And I love the chunks of the slightly fishy but very flavorful scallop. It really just adds that extra flavor. This was just a really great meal from Imperial Garden. It definitely reminds me of dining with my grandparents, and it brings back so many memories. So if you're in a Thousand Oaks area, definitely stop by Imperial Garden. It's definitely hidden away in a shopping center, but wow, it is amazing. We all just finished our dinner, and I have to say this might be the best that we've ever had it from Imperial Garden.
It was so good, and they went out of their way to say they were going to make it fresh for us, and it was really delicious. I think it's our best meal from there ever.
Yeah, it's really good. All the food was amazing. It might even be better than when we had it with my grandparents. Seriously, even though it was takeout, it was outstanding. Thank you so much for taking me around these past couple of days. It was a lot of fun exploring all these different food places with you.
You're so welcome, and we'll definitely have to do this again.
For sure. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.